Hey Dennis, ich hoffe alles ist fresh bei dir. Hello, hello. Maybe we'll do this in English, because a lot of people just speak English who follow me, so let's see. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Right now I'm just here, sitting at this beautiful balcony, having a great view. Yeah. I just want to share how I feel right now. Kind of very relaxed and calm and reflecting on the last 6 months. Crazy time, crazy world. A mad world. It's a mad world, isn't it? It's a pretty mad world, I think, yeah. Yeah, and I just thought I will just have a cigarette or two. And we'll share a bit. We'll just express myself a bit. Felt correct, felt right. So it doesn't matter if you know about human design or not or whatever, my account is most of it is about human design, but you don't need to know human design to listen, to enjoy, to get entertained by whatever I say. And maybe you just want to take your time right now and just, lean back a little bit. Stop all this worrying, stop all this doing. Just sit back and, just do nothing. Just enjoy. Maybe you want to just listen. Maybe you lay down and don't even use your phone anymore right now. Maybe you just take your 5 minutes, Sometimes that's important. Sometimes my body forces me to do that. To really lay down. And even if it's just for 5 minutes, that can change so much in me, in my perspective, in my being. That's not even about spiritual or whatever. It's not spirituality. It's just how a human body is. This is how it works, It's not like a machine with infinite power. It isn't. You need to treat it well. It's like a car, You need the right oil, you need the right gas, you need to go to the people who know what to do with it. But with your body, most of the time, it will know what to do. You just need to listen more. You just need to, be open to hear what our body is telling us. Do you hear when your body is saying, hey, please stop? Or do you just try to push and bite through all the time because you think when you do this, you will, gain something, you will get somewhere. You will prove that you're this or that. Your life is about you. This is a selfish enlightenment illusion trip. This is about you. It's not about anybody else. Yes, of course, when you have a partner, when you have kids, when you have parents, I guess you have parents, otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? But still, it's about you. I know so many people and they have problems with their parents, for example. Yeah, just because they are your parents doesn't mean that they're your soulmates or something, that you have a good connection with them. Maybe they have nothing to do with you, And that's okay. That's okay. You don't need to be cool with your parents in a way that you say, oh, I really love my parents, they're so awesome. Yeah, maybe you don't. That's okay. You're a unique being. You're individual. It's okay to be you. It's okay to feel what you feel. It's okay to think whatever you think. It's just expressions and chemistry and circuitry in a way of how the energy is flowing. And sometimes you think like that and sometimes you think like this. And feel like that and feel like this. It can change. Nothing is stable. It's always moving. It's always changing. It's always in movement. That's a principle of life. That's a principle, We're not stuck. We're not lost. Sometimes we feel like that. I know. Oh, I know this too. But actually it's just when there's nothing to do, when you're feeling stuck. It's actually that you're just exploring something else instead of the outer stimulation. It's more like that you should maybe in this time where you feel stuck, just listen to the inside, you know. What do I need? What do I want? What would be healthy for me right now? What can I do that really is sparking something in me? How do I feel when I do this? How do I feel when I do that? Experiment. This is an experimental thing. I don't have another word for it. But life is about experimenting. You know, we don't come out of the womb of our mother and walk right away. No. You know, we fall down, we get up again, we fall down, we get up again, we fall down, we get up again. But at one point in life we think we just need to do, and we need to be able to do stuff right away. That's not how it works. That's not how it works, you know. It takes time. Like a plant that grows, it needs time. You know, the sun cannot really force it to grow faster. No, it can't. You know, the sun is powerful, but not even the sun can do that. So, I guess we don't need to worry about that. And that's very positive stuff. Yeah, no. There's negative stuff too in the world. I see that. Oh, I see a lot of really mean, disgusting, horrible stuff in this world. But the world as itself, as one thing, Mother Earth or whatever you want to call it, is beautiful. It's magical. You know, it's so crazy that we're living in this paradise. So many people just don't recognize it, I think. Like all of these plants that I'm just looking at, I see hills and all of this stuff, mountains in the back, different kind of trees and plants that growing. Yesterday I saw some animals running around in the forest. Wow. I mean, wow, do you see that? Life isn't just about, you know, your job and what is new on Netflix and did my mentor made a new video or whatever. No. I mean, there's so many people who never really got access to so much information like us, and they were genius. You know, they created something from limitation. And we are right now, we're kind of inside of this limitation with all of this stuff that is happening right now. That's forcing us to be at home, for example. That's forcing us to wear a mask. That's forcing us to work from home and blah, 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 and all of this stuff. It's a limitation, yeah. But you know, limitation is always the potential to be creative. You know, I like food. I really like food. But you know what food I really like the most? The food that got established by poor people who were creative. It tastes good and it doesn't need much money, you know? That's life. Adapt yourself. Don't fight it. I mean, you can struggle and fight, do whatever you like, you know? But you don't need to. Go with your own flow. You don't need to worry. You don't need to be afraid. You don't need to be you don't need to live in fear. Yeah, fear is important. It's the base of intelligence. Yes, without the fear we wouldn't know what really would work, because we just would accept everything. But to get stuck in fear, to create anxiety and hold on to this anxiety, this is not something that we need, you know, to progress. That's nothing. That's nothing. This is just a machine that's comparing and measuring, and that's okay, and that's beautiful, and that's nice. I mean, you know, that's why we can interact with each other. That's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's why we can interact with each other. You know, that's w That's why I can just speak and create some strange frequencies that you can translate in your own brain to language. It's crazy, you know? But at the same time, it doesn't help you anyhow in nothing. Like, the mind, however you want to call it, it's not here to do things, you know? It's not. It's just, it's a beautiful sidekick if you want, you know? It's nice. But you are the hero, you know? Not the mind. The mind is not the hero. The mind is more like, you know, Alfred from Batman. You know, it helps you when you really put it in the position that it where it should be. Very loyal, will help you, measuring this and that. Tells you, hey, did you already pay your rent? Oh, okay, I need to do that. Right, okay. Because there's laws here. There's some laws here. We cannot just do whatever we like to do, obviously. Unfortunately. I mean, we can do a lot of stuff. And we should. I mean, that's my perspective. We should do a lot of stuff. Because maybe, I'm not very sure, but I'm pretty sure, we're the only species here on this planet that know right away that we will die someday. And we don't live like that. We don't. The most people, the vast majority of people, they just go work every day in a job they don't like to pay the rent for their house that they don't really like to live in. Why? It's crazy. Yeah, because of blah, blah, blah. And then they come up with reasons. If you don't like it, don't do it. You don't need to be afraid. Life always supports you, really. Believe me, I'm doing this for 4 years now. I started with a backpack and 35 euros. I had nothing. I slept outside, yeah, I did. It was nice. When I'm looking back. In the moment, oh yeah, it was some struggle. It's not like that, but at the same time, it was interesting. What this body can do, you know? It's interesting. It's interesting. Life is so interesting. You never know what you get. You never know. You never know what will happen. You have no control. It just comes. And you just breathe it all in. What a life. Wow. What a life. And you make friends. And you lose friends. Last year I lost 3 good friends, you know. People that I really loved, in a way. And that's okay, you know. It comes, it goes. And we should embrace, I mean, we really should embrace all of these little moments. But I guess so many people they're just chasing this moment that they had 2 years ago in this stupid retreat somewhere in Peru, you know. Oh, I want to feel like the same, like it was before. And they do this the same in relationships. You don't give me the feeling like he did, like she gave me, whatever. You always want to hold onto things. That's not how life works. And you don't need to believe me. I mean, who am I to tell you that? But that's what I experience. And I guess it's inspiring you. Otherwise you wouldn't watch it right now, right? So you can try to trust life a little bit more every day. If you really want to challenge yourself. If you're bored of all of this bullshit, yeah, try something new. You know? Just try something new. And yeah, if you're into human design, try it with your inner authority. Just don't do it, you know? Doing is for losers. Waiting is for the winners. When you wait, phew, you get all you need. Not what you want. No. Not what you want. It's not about what you want. Do you really still believe that you know what you want? Really? You have no idea what you want. Nobody knows what they really want. They just have ideas and concepts and role model people that say, this is okay, this is right, you should be like this, you should wear this, you should eat this, you should have a diet like that. Bullshit. For me, that's all bullshit. I'm an anarchist, That's bullshit. It's not about that. It's about that you find your own unique individuality in this life. In your own way. Nobody can tell you how to do it, what to do, when to do, where to go. Nobody. Everybody is just pretending, believe me. They're just pretending that they know what to do. They don't know it. Nobody knows it. I met people, so many people. Nobody really knows what this life is. So don't worry. Sometimes you just sit at the balcony, you do a live video and smoke a cigarette and just share some stuff and inspire people with it. You can change the life of somebody by just being with them. Really? That works. That really works. I experienced it. And you don't need to be a shaman, and you don't need to have some kind of certificate. I don't even can pronounce that word. To do it, You just do whatever is coming. You just put a hand somewhere like, oh, does it feel good for you? Oh, yes. Oh, it's healing for me. And there you go. Oh, you're suddenly a healer. Wow. Never knew that, huh? You never knew that before. And sometimes it's just for one moment, for this one special moment, for this one special unique being. And then it's not there anymore. So don't hold on to this stuff. Why should we hold on to things when there's so much more that life wants to give us? If your hands are full, you cannot take the next thing that's nice to look at. Life comes and gives you something, and you look at it like, wow, look at this is interesting, and then you let it go, and then comes the next thing, and you look at it, and the next thing, and you look at it, and the next thing, and the next thing. But if you hold on to it and you protect it and you don't want to share it and then you will, look at the world. That's where we are right now. It's not about territory. Territory is brilliant. It's necessary. That's nothing bad in a way. But it's not about that we need to fight for territory. This world is so huge. I read somewhere, I don't know, it's years ago, I read somewhere, I don't know if it's a fact, but I read somewhere that all the people, if everybody had 1 square meter to stand, all the people, all these 7 dot whatever billion people would fit into Austria. There's so much space. But we are afraid of being alone. And then we end up in relationships where we feel alone. It's funny. Yes, we are always alone. But at the same time, we're never alone, We are not, no. There's neighbors here all around me. I'm not alone. But when did you greet your neighbor the last time? Did you even know what the name of your neighbor is? I'm so alone, I'm so lonely. Yeah, just, knock at the door. Hey, I'm this and that. You maybe wanna hang out? As when we were kids, we did that. You remember it, We went somewhere and we rang the bell, the doorbell. Hey, you wanna come out and play? Yeah, okay. It was easier in a way. Yeah. Let's see what you guys wrote. I don't know. Is there something interesting? Looking for nice stuff. Let's see. Today just watched my cat and the green grass around. Yeah, beautiful. Watch the grass grow. Wow, I mean, it's awesome. I had an experience after after like a kind of breakdown burnout thing, and I was 1 week totally shut down, and I sat in my not in my in the garden of my parents, and I sat there, and I just had this crazy vision, not vision in a way of that I had a vision. It's more like my how I perceived things. I really saw everything so slow. Like the bees, they were and the flies. They really got into the slow motion movement. And then I had like this, I don't know, abstract creation in my mind that they have like little blue tubes where they fly, and they know everybody knows exactly. And then I saw that flies sometimes stop and other goes by. It's crazy. So it's beautiful to watch that. Yeah. Life is just beautiful if we open ourselves to see it, says Toby. Hi, Toby. Yeah, but how do we open ourselves? I guess we can only open ourselves if we trust that there is something for us to see, to be seen. Recognize it. Recognize it. It's all around us all the time. All around us all the time. The 2343 is doing some good work right now. Ah, yeah, I mean, I have the 23.6. I love this channel. Wow, I really love it. I really love when it's just... Whoop! It feels like channeling, actually. Really crazy. Yeah. It's good to hear about the operation of the mechanic versus the mental density of human design knowledge. Yes. You don't need human design. You don't need it. Forget about it. Forget everything you know about it. You don't need it to be alive. You don't need it to live yourself. You don't need it to love yourself. You don't need it to get a good partner. You don't need it to have a good relationship. You don't need it to heal. You don't need it to do what... You don't need it. It's just a framework. You don't need the manual for the TV to watch TV. You don't need the fucking manual. Yeah, you can read it and get fucking wise about this and that, about this button and that and what you can do there. Yeah, great. But if nobody asks you, nobody wants to know at the family meeting, Oh, you with your stupid TV manual, nobody wants to hear that shit. But if somebody asks you, oh, you will be a very wise outer authority for that whatever guy who wants to know something about this device, Yeah. That was beautiful. I really enjoyed sharing that. And I hope it inspired you. And I hope you feel calm. And you feel satisfied and successful. And enjoy what you have and what you don't have. There's this saying that can really liberate you. When you can enjoy that you can't enjoy, then you're free. So I wish you a beautiful evening, morning, or day, wherever you are. Love yourself, and much love to everybody.